Okay, let's test the sound. Test. Okay, let's test the sound. That sounds fine. Let me paste it in a couple of places and then we can start. There's one in there and one here. Okay. So let's start with the indices again. So has been over a week since we last took a look at them together, at least in stream. Let's go with the mini, and nothing again has happened really. We can see that we've had a pretty decent looking three-way structure coming down, or well, more likely a sideways correction. However, we have created a new low here on RSI, at least on 2 hour, 1 hour and 30 minutes. So that generally means that if this indeed is a three-way structure, it is most likely over and we would be continuing upwards. This is very possible as a count still, where we have some kind of diagonal. However, the same issue that we had previously when we were labeling this option was that this was expanding these lines outwards, which is not a great thing. Why? Is because again, this is most likely going to be a sub or contracting diagonal instead of a expanding one, because again, a third can never be the shortest. Is it possible that a third is not even in yet? That is completely possible, and we would have this as a 3, 4, and then 5. That is completely possible, and of course this would be ending up in higher. Very choppy way of going at the moment here on ES. On the hourly, this was a kind of the only area where you could have gone short, in my opinion. This, however, did not even hit. Oh, it did actually hit the 0.618. Okay, it did hit the 0.618. But again, 1-to-1 would have been higher, which was something that I was more expecting, but it never really happened, and I never got to short that. So again, however, regardless, this was the only option I can see that had any kind of potential. We missed the 1-to-1 here as well. So again, it seems like it is giving us these three-way structures, but it's not really showing us like opportunities that way. But that's ES. Nasdaq is not as good looking. We had this as more of 3, where this ended at 19.15 on. It was actually there as well. Okay, was it from these highs? Let's see the Nasdaq high, which was Wednesday 13th, 8:45. 8:45. Okay, so a Nasdaq high was somewhere around here, and it created a structure like this. Yeah, so a bit different. We had, however, a structure coming down already, and this looks fairly decent as a structure finished. Again, did not hit the 1-to-1 target, which did not allow me at least to look into any kind of structure or any kind of trade opportunity here. This at the moment kind of reminds me of this structure here. So because this is looking kind of impulsive, I would be expecting us to start creating something like this, and then I would be looking for one more high again to create a similar pattern as this, some kind of three-way structure at least. It could be creating something like this as well, but yeah, we'll see what kind of structure it's going to be printing here, and this could be happening this week as well. We could have some kind of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of, so again 4th and 5th before that consolidation, but the idea is that we would be having that consolidation and then the move to the upside, and this you would need to look into more carefully in smaller time frames, because I don't expect it to be actually really deep retracements wise, similar to this one here, where we only hit the 38.2. We generally want to be seeing that at least 50%, but here we would be looking to create a three-way structure here, something like that, with the invalidation somewhere around here, because we don't want to see this kind of start to drop. Then it starts to remind more as a 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, and so on. So yeah, you would be playing this structure as a three-wave with a basically the long opportunity. The idea is this going long against or with this trend here, but from these pivots, and not waiting for the retracement of this move here completely. So yeah, that's the idea here I would be looking for. But again, this you gotta look for this to happen. Dow, yeah, Dow, not really pretty. This did not extend to 1-to-1 either, just to the 0.618, and there's nothing really else I really like about this. This is the only three-way structure that I can see other than this, but kind of feels like that this whole thing might not be over. We might have something like this, or another three-way structure like this here. So we would have a bounce and then again down to the end, well, basically Wednesday, I guess. But yeah, it doesn't show opportunities to me, at least yet. It's so sideways and choppy. Russell, well, some kind of three-wave. However, it's not really impulsive looking here. Very choppy. It could be that we're just creating either some kind of diagonal here, or that we are creating some kind of 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then we just do this, right? But yeah, overall, the indices are not really that great looking at the moment, at least trading wise. I think they are all going to be continuing up higher. DAX has not really gone too much further towards the target yet. Just gotta wait for that. Aus, I feel like we might get some kind of a very sideways correction like we have it already here. We have double divergence at the moment from third against the 5th here, and also this, where this could be a 3, 3, and then 5. But again, I think we are close to that 1-to-1 already here. Yes, we are. We hit it in 3 though. And as we have taken out this high here, it's more likely that it is something else. It could be that this whole thing is an ABC, like we had it as a W, because this doesn't really show us very good structure. 3 here, and then this being a 3 really fits really decently still. But again, it did not even hit the 0.618 here, so the idea that this way Y would already be done is kind of weird. I kind of like this the best, this being a W, where where we would have this done, then we'd have consolidation and then up again for that wave Y, being 3 waves. Let's go through the stocks. This was the opportunity we would have had if we had taken at the high. We never did, so this is not an option anymore, so we don't need to be thinking about that. Higher time frame, now we are in that area of, well, the prime area, I guess. This is starting to become quite weird looking if we want to have still this as a B wave. We are at the 1.236 of that move for this larger degree, potential W, X, and Y. I think we are around 618 as well. Yeah, 618 now, basically. It's still quite weird looking. You could have the wave W in these lows as well. 3, 3, and then 3. See if that changes any of the targets. Not too much. Well, it could give us a bit lower targets as well if we shift this guy over here. So this is no longer valid. This is no longer valid. This CME gap basically was taken because we almost got to the resistance. I feel like we did, and then dumped again. We have another gap here, which is going to be a target, not the target, but it's a target. So a bit further on. This is kind of weird to me, this dump now though. We still have that divergence here, at least on 2 hour time frame, same on 1 hour, same on 4 hour. So as long as we hold this low here on RSI, and this does not just do this, we're more likely to keep this low, and that is a bullish divergence to create a 3-way structure. Is still possible to create this as 3, something like that, or 5 here maybe, to create an ABC structure. Just as I said, we can see that it jumped up 4% or 3%. Oh well, we'll see if this is going to do anything. But yeah, if that does go beyond here, I think it's just taking the liquidity here and then dumping again. Somewhere in here, I think. But yeah, at the moment, I don't see opportunity. Baba still sideways. Google is gonna come up soon, but let's take a look at that. Well, never retraced enough, so this trade idea was gone as well. Massive gap up here, 4%. Well, we can delete that as well. Not really giving the market, not really giving us much. Yeah, I think I'm going to be skipping Coinbase as well for now. Not really showing us too much. This ABC, now this starts to look like better as a structure overall. So it is more, yeah, this could easily be a pivot here. If this indeed is that ABC, ABC. This might have been an option to go long here against the low. But that's gone now, I think. So the risk would have been here. And targeting this. Now it's still a decent spot. Not sure. Yeah, I'm not long in there. I'll miss this. Yeah, I missed that opportunity. This three-way structure here. If you can see that, I missed that completely on Apple, unfortunately. Oh well, more will come. It's all okay. ARK hasn't gotten to the target yet. Not sure if it will. Three wave here, it did come back here. Now it's fighting again to see if it can reclaim this previous area. There's been such a struggle for so long. Like we've had it since January, this area, where we have found support and resistance on both here. This whole area, I think. You could find a support here if it takes this. I'm going to be setting alerts here above 49, 49, and then if it comes back to it, retest and then go. Potential. There's potential there. PayPal. Maybe it is breaking out of the channel. This channel. It might be. But these are the areas to short as well. If it comes back to the channel here. Entering channel, yes. I'm going to be shorting that. Potentially against the high here. If it doesn't create a large high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This looks to be done. Some kind of correction to be soon here. This kind of looks like it wants to go up, but I still don't know what this structure is, because I think we talked about this previous as well, that this could be a 5 wave. Some kind of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have the divergence here between these, and this now looks very, very proportional as a 3, but this looks like impulsive as well. AMD. That looks kind of good. Yeah, this move. This. Of course, we are in so small structure, or so small time frame, that we can't see the structure anymore. But this has come back now down to this area. We have taken liquidity. This could be like a... that is still weird. AMD. It might be that I want to go long here against the low, because this is creating a 3-way structure here, and it created this impulsive structure here on the open. this could be labeled as 3 waves down. Oof, it is kinda horrible though. Too small time frame to be honest. But yeah, we'll see. Maybe this is, see if this holds this low, current low or not. It still looks like it wants to come down now. Yeah, it's probably not going to be holding because we are so low. Yeah. So that is, at least this one is not the start of an impulse structure. But yeah, this is too small time frame, I guess. But it still might just do this and create this kind of 3 wave. But that was not it. Some crypto, nice pump here on Litecoin. We had quite a few other coins having this structure here. I think I only longed one, which is Phantom. I think I'll let you know if I see some in here. Luna has been deleted there. EOS, nothing really. I mean, this would have been nice. The only issue that I had with Phantom was that this is also able to be 5 down, and this was the area I was looking for longs. I took TP1 here just before I got the stream started and notified the group as well, because this looks like a potential 3. I'm not quite sure if I should take a hedge short somewhere in here against the high. Because if this indeed is a fire wave, it could be the start of this. But I mean, it could also be a ABC down here. It's not really clear. ADA had that similar structure here. This move up. This went up in 3 though, which is kind of bad. 3 down, 3 up, 3 down. We did not take out the low here, so I'm not really interested. It's similar to ADA, this atom. And that's those data list. It's not too many that have pumped actually. Joe. Yeah, these are hard to go long because we don't really know the structure here. And we created a new high here. And definitely did not hit the one-to-one extension to the downside here on this 3-way move. Yeah, it's not really, that wasn't tradable. Imagine if this is a 1-2, 1-2. Is that too much hopium? It might be. This kind of looks like 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Setting an alert here somewhere. See if we can get anything out of that. Yeah, you can see these, like this obviously, even though that is a phi wave to me, an impulsive structure, you can see what was before it. You can't always just look for the retracement down here and go long. Sure, this would have been a decent bet. You would have gone against this low, you would have targeted these highs. The risk to reward ratios would have been good from here. They would have been like 2 or 3x or the 2 or 3R trade. But the issue is that you have to be looking at what is before this impulsive structure. What is the possible count? And on this one, we can clearly see that we have a structure here or a structure like this, which would mean a potential A, 3-way pull back into B, taking out this low for a potential expand flat, where this impulsive structure is not the start of something but the end of something. Being a C wave, this would be the A, B and C. So again, for that, again, that is how this fails, and that how it took out the low here. And yeah, you can see how it happened again. So gotta be careful on those, and not all these structures are going to be same as well. Luna pumping. Mask. This kind of looks like ABC up, consolidation, ABC up, right? Loads of these have like a 3-way structure as well going up. So it's kind of suspicious. Ocean. This one has also this being a phi wave here. Has that potential of, but again, look at the structure before it as well. This being a potential structure as well. Not the best. Most of these do have that V shape structure here though. But they do also have this like 3 waves going up, which is something to note. Not really many opportunities I don't see at the moment. What's Bitcoin doing? Let's take a look at that. We're thinking about this as well as an option, where this would be a 3, 3, and then 3 or 5 in here to create an expander flat or running flat here. Some people were talking about as well this being a option, which it is. It's kind of ugly, ugly as a structure, but we are right at the 1.382. So expander B pocket. So this would be wave A, B, and then looking for C wave. The extension here though, downwards, is really bad. So either this is not done, or it is like, because it is hanging right between the 1 to 1 and 0.618. So it doesn't really tag anything, nothing really reacts there. 3-wave here, potential, but it's just hard to label this in 3 as well. Bitcoin is not really in an area of interest for me. Gotta wait on that. See if ETH has anything better. We had the 5-wave here, 3-wave. This looks like a 3-wave as well. 1.382 to the tick. Move. This consolidation is a bit lower than I wanted. Is it on the 1.618? It's at 2. So yeah, that is way lower than I want. Yeah. We have some kind of, I guess you could have a channel here somehow. Oh yeah, look at that. Something like this. Very manufactured, but I guess that's it. So we're going to dumping here on both ETH and Bitcoin. See if they can recover and continue this one here. Oh, it's not really something that I want to be going long here on either of these coins. I didn't really see many options here either on any of these. Maybe Doge on higher time frame. See, this is the scary part here. We had a 3-way coming down. We had a 3-way going up, 3-way down. We did not take out the low, and this yet another 3-wave here. So it is possible that this whole thing is a 3-wave, something like this. A 3-wave, and well, what's the continuation? Well, although this has recovered loads, 300% from the lows, but it is scary. It is scary. Don't really something I want. I had a Shiba long here as well. Somewhere. Where was it? Let me see. Five, 1, 2. Somewhere around here. Can't remember even what I was seeing. 2519. I'm not quite sure. My interest here though. It's still on the positive. It's not really. I'm not sure what this structure is coming down though. It's just copying Bitcoin now, or ETH, both. But gotta be careful with this though. I'm just going to be setting my stop loss like at one of these lows. If it just takes liquidity and goes up, then oh well, whatever. But still, that low that is has yet to be taken. But yeah, I think I'm going to be ending the stream soon here. There's not much going on. So again, thanks for watching, and if you're interested in the course, check it out on Udemy, Elliott and RSI Advanced course. And if you're interested in getting signals, cantrendcapital.com, and you can find your way into our Discord from there on. That's all for now. Thanks for watching, and catch you again next week. Bye bye.